What's up? How are you guys doing? Good? Good. I am so excited to be doing, I think this is my 4th vlog, kind of. I know I did some ones while I was in Africa, but these ones are strictly going on my YouTube channel. And it is just crazy. Life is amazing. Can I just say that? Like, anybody else feel the same way? Life is so cool. And there are so many little things I want to talk about in a small amount of time, because I know that the 15-minute ones are probably kind of like daunting to watch. So I have a list that I'm following. And yeah, so first I'm going to talk about obviously the mission kind of stuff that I'm going to be doing. So in July, I am going to Costa Rica again, which is amazing. And that's obviously I'm just working my butt off and putting money towards that trip. And in Costa Rica, we're going to be kind of doing this like a summer camp for the kids that are there, and it's going to be for high school kids, and it's going to be called Collision, because what we do here at Capital Christian Center is we have a summer camp for our youth called Collide. And so I'm super excited for that. I'm excited to go back and hang out with the kids and the pastors and everybody that were there that just loved on us while we loved on them. It was great. So I go back to Costa Rica in July, and then August 4th or 5th, I leave for the World Race. Like, we have May, June, July, August, 3 months, 4 months till we leave. And I mean, it is just amazing. It's amazing. And it's just kind of like on a daily basis, you know, when I'm like starting to get more into like my packing list, which I'll talk about later, and just like meeting these amazing people is going to be so much fun. I'm going to Georgia in June for our training camp, and I'm actually going to be flying into a different state, and I'm going to be road tripping with some of my people that are also attending the World Race. So that's going to be also very cool. And just the doors that God is opening, and the people that I'm able to reach and do the things that He's calling me to do has been unbelievable and indescribable in so many ways. So Costa Rica, it's going to be great. Please be praying for that. Be praying for Jason Bott. He's our team lead. And we're just going to be trying to bring as much stuff over there as possible for camp. I mean, we're going to do this 3-day summer camp for all these kids. And all the people that are going need prayer and, you know, our flights and everything. So it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. And then leaving with the World Race, everything with that has been going smoothly. May 15th is my deadline for $5,000, and I have 1,500 raised so far, which honestly is not bad. Like, I'm so thankful, and I'm just watching God be so faithful in everything that He's calling me to do, because I got accepted like 2 weeks ago. So I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I see funds coming in. I see your guys' support. I see, you know, my diligence on my end. But again, it's impossible for me to raise or work to get 22,000. So I'm kind of just like, okay, well, God, you are an amazing Father, and I know that you want all your children to have the desires of their heart, whether, you know, when it's according to your will. So I'm just waking up daily and seeking and pressing in and just allowing Him to really unfold everything in front of me. And it's crazy. It really is. So just getting to meet all these people in the World Race is so cool. Getting to hear their stories and meeting the girls and the guys and, you know, their testimonies and the love that they have for missions or people or God, you know, like all these different things that kind of correlate with it. It's amazing. And I know I say it's amazing a lot, but because it's amazing. Okay, so next on the list is deadlines. So yes, so May 15th is my first deadline. I go to training camp in June for a week and a half. And then my next deadline, I believe, is July 20th something. And then it goes to September and November. So technically, I can leave for the trip in August with my whole trip not paid for yet, but in November, it all has to be covered. The deadlines are May, 5,000, July, 5,000, what's the other one? September, 3,000, and November, another 5,000. And so again, the trip is $18,600. but my goal 22,000 so I can live over there for toiletries and anything else that I'm gonna need, cost wise. That gives me about 250 a month to live up to live. So I feel like that's a good amount. It's a good amount to kind of like wrap my mind around. Again, 220 people donating $100 makes it a little bit easier for me. I keep telling myself, I'm like, I've got to know 220 people, and if I don't, I feel like I'm doing something wrong in life. But I did hear that you can actually only like really remember 150 people, like our minds. But I don't believe it because I feel like I know so many people. So those are the deadlines. I want to tell you guys a little bit about like what I'm doing work-wise right now. So last August, I believe it was, I applied for Uber and Lyft and I became an Uber driver. And so I drove in San Francisco all the time, but I stopped around like December time just because it was starting to get, tiring. Like, not, I know it doesn't seem like it would be tiring driving around all the time, but it started to get like, I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to like sit in a car all day long driving to San Francisco all day Thursday, all day Friday coming back. Like it was just very daunting. So I stopped for a little bit, but then once I got accepted back to this, I was like, I've got to find something that I'm able to set my own time, and I've got to be, I've got to have self-discipline to make the money that I need. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to start Ubering, I'm going to start lifting again, and I have. So the past 2 weeks, I started Ubering in San Francisco again, and let me tell you guys, it has honestly been amazing. The people that I meet, and it's pretty much kind of like my ministry, you know what I mean? Like, other than what I'm doing with my internship and my small groups and the high schoolers and at my church, like, Ubering has been a huge part of my ministry, and it's been amazing. So this last weekend when I was down there, I met so many people, and so many people were so supportive of what I'm doing. Like, it never comes out of a place of like, that's where I start with on like, yeah, I'm getting my license as a pastor, all that kind of stuff. Well, you want to donate. Like, that's not it at all. I'm just driving, and I ask what they do. They ask what I do. I let them know, like, yeah, I'm leaving in August, and, I'm getting my license as a pastor, all this kind of stuff. And they're like, what? That's a first. Like, first, I've never heard of a woman as a pastor. And then, I explain a bunch of different stuff, and we just talk about it. And it's really cool because they're so supportive. I talked to this atheist guy the other day, and his name was Julian. He was so cool, and he donated $20 to my trip. I mean, and all the comments I've gotten on my Uber app, like, just so encouraging and supportive. And I've, just talked to so many people, and I keep a stack of fundraising letters in my car. So just in case they want to know more, they want to kind of keep up with these vlogs, they want to, reach out, and if they have any questions, I gave away 5 this last week on Thursday and Friday. So God's moving in the Uber world and in the taxi world, kind of, and it's been super cool. I was talking to my friend the other day, and he was just like, you should start this new thing called Uber Ministries. And I'm like, dude, could you imagine? Like, how fun would that be, just having Uber Ministries and having like tons of pastors just drive on Friday and Saturday nights and just share the gospel and just love on people? I thought it was pretty cool. So I wanted to share that with all of you guys to let you know that that has been been really successful, and I just love people. So how fun is it that I get to go drive, make money, and meet so many new people that are so cool and just have, a lot of them have really great hearts. And so yeah. So another thing is on my list that I wanted to tell you guys is I'm graduating May 19th with my pastoral license, so with my ministry certificate, and then I can get licensed as a pastor. And I just wanted to share share that with you guys. I know it's not an associate's or a BA, but I've put in the work, and I'm just really excited to see like myself. Like I said 4 years ago or 3 years ago, I would have never thought that I would be in the place that I'm at right now, serving God and loving on people and just encouraging people daily. Never would I ever have thought that. So it's really cool to look back and be like, wow, God is really moving in my life, and He's really calling me to certain things that not everybody feels called to, and not many people are just gonna like walk out and just leave the country for 11 months. So I'm really excited that I'll be able to leave with my license and get that process going, and then when I come back, hopefully get a job at a church or something like that. I don't want to think too far down the road because this is enough to worry about right now. But yeah, so the last thing, I know I'm at 10 minutes already, but the last thing is a packing list. So we're pretty much going to be roughing it like the whole time on this trip. We bring a big, 60 liter, I think that's what it is, backpack, the big hiking backpacks. And then we also bring a day pack, and that's all we're allowed to bring. Tents and hammocks and anything else that you can think of that you would need for 11 months. It's pretty much what I'm going to have to bring. So what I'm putting out there is if anybody has anything they would love to donate to me, honestly, like even like a pair of sandals, like the nice Chaco or even, Merrell, anything, a good pair of sandals, a nice pair of shoes just to keep my feet warm and they would dry fast if they were to get wet. Don't want my feet to smell that bad. I mean, and then just, tents. I think I'm going to get something for my dad and another friend that I have here in Sacramento. They're going to kind of help me out and packing what I need. But if any of you guys have anything that you would love to donate to me or just allow me to borrow and I'll give it back to you, that would be awesome. I love you guys so much, and I'm praying for you guys, and I am so, so, so thankful that I have all of your guys' support. I mean, honestly, couldn't do it without God, and I couldn't do it without you guys as my community. So again, if you have any prayer requests, please DM me. If you have any questions, I would love to chat with you guys. And I hope you have a fantastic week. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.